Good evening, everyone. Well, it's evening here in Europe, in the UK specifically, and good day for anyone else around the world. Hope we're all well. Uh, First of all, I have to give my sincerest apologies about last week, technical difficulties and all that, and me being an idiot with time zones. But I'm back this week. We're all good, but the energies have been very weird, very emotional. Everything else, we have been in Saturn retrograde recently, so that would have a lot to do with it. And that finished around the 4th of November sort of time. And so leading up to the 4th of November, you may have been felt that you've been forced to deal with and confront some emotional baggage, deal with situations that you shouldn't be in anymore, remove yourself that no longer benefit you from situations, and so on and so forth. So there may have been some turmoil for a lot of people, as we know in previous weeks. So first of all, as a good mentor of mine said years ago, be kind to you. First of all, always be kind to you. Stop, be kind to you. Make sure you're okay first before you can move forward and deal with any situations when energy's all around the place and you're developing or you're connecting to spirit or spirit are trying to connect to you. It can cause us so many different emotional reactions, physical reactions, mental reactions, and can cause us some mental health issues as well if we don't deal with them, if we don't meditate and we don't move forward. The stresses that it can build up to ourselves can be, a daily thing that can cause us grief, tension. Then you end up having issues with personal relationships, friendships, partnerships at work, whatever. May be difficult. Your partner, your friends may be difficult, and then it can cause agitation. And sometimes we need to just stop, take a deep breath, make sure we're okay, remove any emotional reactions we may be feeling, any physical reactions we may be feeling, anxiety, stress, whatever there may be, anger, frustration, resentment, and we take it from there. Um, and we see what happens, if that makes sense. But you have to make sure you're happy first before anything. Because how can you enjoy life if you're not happy? How can you deal with everyday things if you're not happy? So the power is within you, and he's always about you, and not on a selfish way, not on a I don't care about anybody else way. It's making sure you're being the best version that you can be. You know, maybe you have to learn who you are, truly know who you are, work out the learned behaviors, the programming that we all face and we all have to deal with on a daily basis, and other people's opinions and thoughts and beliefs. Living in this world is quite a difficult thing to do, to navigate your way through life without upsetting people or giving out love and light or sticking up for yourself, just being strong for you. It's not the easiest thing to do. So be kind to you. You're on a journey and you're battling every day, no matter what it is. So always be kind to you. So going on that, I've got Heather on the line from Placerville, or Placerville, I think it's pronounced. So I do apologise if I got it wrong. Heather, are you there, Heather?
Right, you got it right. This is Heather.
Perfect. How are you doing, Heather?
Hey, what you just said, though, resonates with what I'm going through right now.
I understand. So there you go. Yeah. So you can understand it. So hopefully from the 4th, so, what are we today? We're the 7th today, aren't we? So from the 4th, the last couple of days, hopefully things will start turning. There's normally a few days hangover of it. But whatever issues you're dealing with or facing with, they should slowly start to seem like they're being resolved one after the other. And sometimes we have to allow that energy to flow and just to trust the process. Does that make sense, Heather?
Definitely, definitely.
But are you
Got me
okay
in
though?
tears already.
Are you okay though, Heather, in yourself?
I'm okay. I'm going through a lot right now, and just hearing that there's hope coming, that's good.
I can be honest. I'll be honest with you. I can feel your emotion. That you feel. We can hear it in your voice as well. Um, and I'll be honest with you. I do have spirit with me, or an energy that with me, and they just want to ask you a question. When was the last time you done something nice for yourself? Went and got your hair done. Went and got your nails done. Bought a new outfit or something. When was the last time you done something that was just for you?
Can't remember. It's been so long. At least over a year.
Maybe that's what you need to do at the moment. Just be kind to you. Just go and put a couple of hours aside just for you, and just let yourself know that you're okay, that you're good.
I don't know.
You know. Also, also when you're struggling emotionally, Heather, sometimes just physically actually stop where you are, whether you're at home or out and about, but just put yourself to one side and stop and just close your eyes and take 3 long, deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And you will find that emotionally, mentally, and physically, you will find an instant relief. It doesn't last forever, obviously. You know, stresses come and go and worries come and go. But if
Right.
you, in that moment, if you just take 3 long, deep breaths, it can calm you enough to a level that you go, right, okay, I know what I need to do to keep moving forward.
Yeah,
Try that, Heather.
I'll do that.
Can I can I say I'm being shown there's a birthday around now or coming
Yes.
up. They just want to acknowledge whoever. I've got a gentleman with me, an older man, and he just wants to acknowledge a birthday that's coming up or is around now.
Yeah. Yes. I'm all emotional. Like
I
it's
can
kept
I
inside
can
my
hear
head.
that. I can hear that, sweetie. Are you? I know you're calling this line, but are you a spiritual lady yourself anyway?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, right. They understand. They're not telling you off or anything else like that. So don't think this. What I'm going to say, but because they understand emotionally how you're feeling, and it's not easy for you. Because I really do feel, if I'm honest, really quite emotional, and I feel quite sick as well, if I'm honest, with it. But Spirit want you to know, just try and sit and close your eyes and try and meditate if you can, or try and calm yourself, because they're trying to get through to you to let you know that they are actually around you. And there's been a couple of times they're showing me that you thought spirit had connected with you, or you felt spirit around, but because of your emotions at the moment, you're struggling to see clearly. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So they really want you to try and, you know, even if it's just for 5 minutes, to try and open up your mind and connect to spirit how you would normally connect to spirit, and you will feel they'll instantly come in and be aware of how you physically feel. They're telling me.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling anxious or emotional, you will feel the physical relief of them calming your anxiety, calming your emotions. You will feel the physical relief of that.
We'll do that.
Okay.
Yes.
Why am I seeing red and white flowers or red and white roses?
I'm not sure.
Well, I'm seeing the colours red and white in specifically, but I'm seeing red and white flowers.
Huh. I don't know.
Right, what's round and is red and white? It could be a letter O, could be the number O, 0, or the letter O, or something that's round, a symbol. But I'm seeing something that's round and it's red and white, and there's flowers either around it or part of it.
I haven't seen like that at all. I don't know. I have a
Right,
red candle that's round, but that's it.
bear
Oh,
that in mind because I get the idea that you may see something that's predominantly
Okay.
red and white, and there's flowers around it, whether it's a sign, a symbol, or something, but you'll see it. And when you see that, be aware of what's going on around you.
Well,
Okay, I think it's
okay.
spirit want to get a message across to you, or there's going to be a reason for it. Okay,
Okay. I'll pay attention.
and I'm being asked, with what's happening in 2 weeks? Is there
I'm
anything
not sure.
significant in 2 weeks around the 21st of November?
Nothing that I can think of.
No worries. Well, then this red and white thing may be in 2 weeks, but it'll either be in 2 weeks or within 2 weeks. Okay, so just be aware of things around you for the next couple of weeks. Okay,
I will. Sure.
I do feel that help is coming your way, Heather, to help you try and resolve one or two issues. And I'm just being told, and I think you'll know and you'll understand this. I'm just being told, it's okay to speak your own truth, speak your own voice. It's almost like you hold some things back because you're frightened of what the reactions will be.
I do.
And I'm being
I never
told that
speak up.
it's okay to speak your truth.
No, I don't do that ever.
Sorry, I didn't hear that last bit, Heather.
But I don't speak up ever. I just kind of hope everything is.
Hmm. Just try and I get the feeling that you need to trust in you and believe in you and what you believe. It's almost like um it's almost like you don't feel worthy.
No, not at all. Not at
So
all.
you need to speak your own truth. You have a right to speak up your own truth and to say, this is how I feel and this is what I think. Because we're creatures that communicate and we have to talk. Now, human speech is actually, when you think about it, one of the worst ways to try and convey information to somebody else, because there's limited words and we can't sometimes fully describe how we feel or what we're trying to deal with. So you have to talk and discuss, because the more you talk and the more you discuss, the more everybody understands everybody else. And you understand where other people are coming from, people understand where you're coming from, and so on and so forth. So we have to talk. But when we talk, we have to be authentic and we have to tell our own truth. You have that right, as do everybody else, and not everybody is going to agree. But you never know. You could speak your truth, and someone could turn around and say, "Oh, I didn't see it like that. I apologize," or "I didn't see it that way. I didn't think of it like that." And then suddenly
Yeah,
you've
it's hard
resolved
for
the
me.
situation just because people weren't aware of your truth. So we all have a right to speak our truth.
Yeah, I have to work on that for sure.
Does that make okay? Well, I wish you well, Heather. I really do, and
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I hope I hope you find a sense of peace.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're more than welcome, Heather. You take care.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. No worries. Take care. I have Regan on the Gold Coast in Queensland, Australia. Regan, are you
How are
there?
you?
I'm well,
I'm
Regan. How
good.
are
I'm
you?
here.
How's life for you,
I'm
Regan?
good. Nice morning this morning.
Good, good. Well, I would imagine it would be being in Queensland, Australia, Gold Coast. But
Yeah.
so, are you a spiritual lady yourself? Do you practice spirit, or
Yes.
it's just an interest?
Sorry.
Or is it just an interest, or is it actually something you do?
I do oracle cards and tarot cards for my friends. but I am spiritual. I'm just sort of getting
Yeah,
into it.
yeah, I got you. So you're quite in tune with yourself.
I don't know about myself, but yeah, I pick up on a lot of things. Yes,
Would you understand
whether I
why I'm
listen to
picking up? Would you understand why I'm picking up a ball of energy around you or deep in your stomach of frustration?
yes, 100%.
Is it like things aren't either aren't moving as fast as you would like, or things aren't happening the way you would like? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. I would
And that,
say
and that, and 2 seconds. Don't feed the medium. I'm fat enough. Um, but
yep,
would you understand though? I'm also getting the feeling that that the frustration is towards people.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
2 seconds. Let me just try and work this. God, my stomach's just done absolute somersaults. 'Cause you're actually quite strong, a strong spiritual energy, aren't you? You're actually quite
Yes,
well, not single-minded. You know who you are. Does that make sense?
yes, yes, yes.
You know your own mind, and you know you're not frightened to speak your mind, which is actually a really, really good thing. Right.
Uh,
Um,
it took a lot to
would
get
you
there.
would you understand why I'm being told to tell you that sometimes, not sometimes, the only thing we can control is ourselves. And what other people say, do, and think, there's not much we can do.
Yep,
And no matter
100%.
how much, and no matter how much people frustrate you, mate, there, it's almost like the opposing energy that I'm getting. It's almost like someone is seeing the complete opposite view of what you're seeing. Does that make sense?
In a
And you'll
situation
get
or in myself?
no in a situation, not in
Yes,
yourself.
yes,
I
yes,
fit. It's like someone else is seeing the complete opposite of what you're trying to do or what you're trying to or whatever it is. They're seeing a completely different. But not only that, it's frustrating you to the point you're actually starting to question: are they doing this on purpose?
100%. Yep, yep, very much so.
I'm being told you
Very
need to
much
trust.
so.
I'm being told you need. I'm being told, Regan, you need to trust your own instincts.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
having it with a
right.
few people though.
Do you get a lot of like stomach churning and things like that?
Oh, gorgeous. Yep, yeah. Nausea
Right.
and just, yep,
Right. Okay. So you get the nausea, the anxieties, the butterflies. You get knotted stomachs, the whole lot. I'm right. Spirit
absolutely. Yeah,
showing me that's one of their ways because it's one of the ways they communicate with me, and also it's one of my ways that my own soul communicates with me because my soul sits in the pit of my stomach, the solar plexus chakra, and
yep,
and so when I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing, my soul will be like knotting my stomach up and going, no, you can't do it. Or if it's something that I should be doing, it will be excited and like, go and do it, go and do it. So the gut instinct type
yes,
thing. So they're saying in your development, even in everyday life, not just spiritual and tarot cards and all that, in everyday life, if you're talking to someone or dealing with situations and your stomach's doing something, that could be your own soul or spirit trying to communicate with you and tell you, hey, they're lying, or no, that's what you should be doing, or no, whatever it is, they're trying to
oh,
get a
that makes
message.
sense. That
Does
makes
that
a
make
lot of
sense?
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does
So
actually. It makes a
you
lot of
know,
sense.
you know that feeling we've all had without spirit that sometimes you can be standing there talking to someone and you just know, you don't know how, but you just know someone's lying to you. As they're talking to you, you can just there's a feeling you're just going, that's part of it all. So
Yeah,
when you're
I get a
standing
lot of
there and
energy.
exactly, so you're reading people's energies.
Mm,
It's not just
very much.
about
And it
spiritualism.
overwhelms me.
It ca- I'm with you there. I'm with you there, Regan. Trust me, you should have seen me
Yep.
12, 15 years ago. you know, the energies can be very overwhelming.
It's
Your gut
actually
instinct,
making sense now, that the communication side.
yeah. I hope
Yeah,
it
'cause
helps.
I have it all the time.
Yeah, this is where I say everything is about us, and that's not in a selfish way. All the information we ever want in our life is actually in us if we search for it and learn it and develop it and learn to understand what it means. So when you're standing there and you're talking to somebody and you've got a really horrible feeling and something's not right, that's when you go, "Oh, right, okay, you know, spirit or my own soul is warning me about something. Something's not right." And then suddenly you start to see things that maybe once you didn't
And
see
that's when
before.
that does happen a lot, and that's why I feel like I've become, when I start, because I'm getting it so often, the nauseated feeling, I get very cold, and I'm just like, I just switch off from the conversation because I know they're not listening, so why waste my time?
Yeah, no, I understand that completely. But this is where you now have a right to, you know, as much as we try and accommodate other people's energies and other people's opinions and characters and what they want and don't want in their life, you also have a right to get to a point where you go, "No, hang on. You know, if you're not interested or you not want to listen to me or whatever, you then have a right, like you say, to switch off and, you know, get on with
Yeah,
your own
I've
life.
got to that
Find the
point now.
people that,
I usually listen once, I'll usually listen twice, I'll counsel once, I'll counsel twice, but at the third time I'll say I'm not wasting my time anymore, and I'll say it straight to their face.
yeah, three strikes and you're out. And that's fair enough. You've given them a fair warning and fair chance. And that's all right.
Yeah.
That's okay. You know, this is we're so programmed for our life that we have to consider others and everything else, and we do, and that's what makes us nice and kind or whatever. But not
Yeah,
to the death.
I feel like I
But
had
not.
a lot nicer heart before.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But not to the this is what I'm saying. We do all that stuff. We'll be nice to people and everything else, but not to the detriment of ourselves, because there are people out there that will take advantage of someone being nice, kind, and all the rest of it. Um, so, but that's where we have the strength ourselves to suddenly get to that point. We go, like you said, you do it three times, and that's where the line's drawn. But that's what we have to do. We have to get to that point to let also other people know. Hang on, you're at the line now. I'm now.
Yeah,
We have a right to speak our own truth, and this
that's
is where
true. And
communication.
the frustration with me is through the roof at the moment. Like, just frustrated, anger, just annoyed. Just can't
Yeah,
get past it. It's been really hard.
that's where again, like I said to the lady on the call before, I say the same to you. If you're getting annoyed and very frustrated, which I can understand, totally understand. I'm not, it's not a criticism, but when we're annoyed and frustrated, that's when, let's be honest, we all tend to make a situation worse when we're annoyed, frustrated, and all the rest of it. We can end up getting sucked
Yes,
into that energy and creating it, you know, creating a bigger mess. But that's again when I say if you're feeling frustrated, annoyed, and all that, and you can feel your blood boiling, and you're starting to get angry, stop. Just take a step back, take yourself out into a different room, whatever. Just take yourself away for 30 seconds. Just close your eyes and just take three long, deep breaths in through your nose and out through the mouth. You have control of you. And if we're allowing other people's energies and other people's actions to create an emotional and physical reaction in us, then we're allowing them to control us.
yes,
And what we
I
have to
agree.
do is learn how to control ourselves. So when we're feeling like that and we're feeling on edge and we're feeling angry, frustrated, annoyed, and all the rest of it, so we have to take a step back, take a deep breath. You can still say the same things, you can still ask the same questions, but do it in a calmer way. But also, when you're
That's
calmer,
where I
it
think
gives you.
I'm unwinding. I think I'm unwinding at the moment because that's just constant. So I used to be able to remove myself, and now it's just everywhere I look. It's just continual all
Yeah.
day, that complete frustration. The whole situation, everything's overwhelming. So I
Do you
just
also
don't
think
know how to shut
you?
down and do when it's everything.
Right, I got you. Do you meditate at all, Regan?
No, no, I don't. I can't
Try,
visualize.
try.
It's
Seriously, I understand you can't do. Or if you can't meditate, stand under a shower. Just stand under a shower for 10 minutes and don't do anything. And just close your eyes and just relax. Physically relax your body and let go of energies. You know, the situation won't change, but physically you, mentally and emotionally, by doing those things, it will make you calmer, make you less stressed. You know, we all know when we get stressed, our body releases that hormone cortisone, which over a period of time is actually not good for you. It can damage your body and so on and
Yep.
so forth. So all this stuff has a knock-on effect. So first of all, make sure you are physically, mentally, and emotionally okay and happy. And if you're not, work out why you're not, and deal with them, and then get yourself happy, and then you can deal with any situation. Seriously, it gives you a
Yeah,
strength.
I've been
You know,
quite sick at the
suddenly,
moment.
yeah.
I just
And telling the truth gives its own strength. Speaking your own truth gives its own strength. You suddenly build your own strength by saying to yourself, you know, I'm speaking the truth here, you know, and I'm actually finally being heard. But you're being heard because you're speaking out. You're finally speaking your truth. Anyway, I hope all that helps, Regan. But I got to go because we're coming towards the end of the show. But I hope that helps. I hope you're well, Regan, and I hope you're well also, Heather, who I spoke to earlier. Please take care of yourselves. Always be kind to yourself. If you're struggling, you know, like I said, take yourself, get your hair done, get your nails done, go and watch a movie, get a nice hot bath with candles, listen to good music. Whatever it is that you like doing, do something for yourself, and you'll find that you'll be a lot happier. So again, thank you everyone, and I'll see you all next week. You take care.